Hi Taurus, and welcome to your April 2021 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to talk to you about the energies coming up for you in your incredible month of April. It is almost Taurus season. I'm so happy that it is getting near Taurus season. I think that it's going to be a lovely season. I think it's going to be a very airy and breathable Taurus season coming on. You might have a little bit of minutia to navigate, I'm going to say, leading up to Taurus season. But once you're getting into your season, it's feeling like you're really able to breathe more. It's feeling like you're having a lot more space to move, a lot more confidence in the ability to understand what direction to go in your life. Your confidence factor is going to really be increasing throughout the month of April, and ultimately leading you to some great new ideas. I'm going to start with just a little bit of intuitive messages for the sign of Taurus in April. Then I'll move into the week-to-week tarot forecast, and I'm putting together an extended reading on Patreon for you all, for anyone who would like to support this channel and get more ad-free and extended content. So yes, intuitive messages for Taurus. Let's see. I'm thinking that there's something that gets worse before it gets better this month for you guys. That's what I'm feeling with Seven of Cups in the Tower and Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles reversed. I'm feeling that it has to get worse before it gets better, but the alleviation after it gets worse comes quicker than the buildup of this issue. So there is a blockage, and for pretty much everyone, there's some kind of blockage right now, as many of us cannot come to terms with how we've changed, with how we've evolved, with the rebirth that we've had. A lot of us are clinging on to that old past self, to that old past relationship, to that old past location or sensory experience that made us once feel good, and trying to recreate it now. And that's where the chaos can come in the month of April, because this is meant to be a very new beginning. This is meant to feel like I'm brand new in some way. I don't have to have the same difficulty that I had before. I don't have to be weighed down by the same anxiety, the same the same malfunctioning, equipment in my life, like the having things that don't work well. It's very easy to replace or have new things, have new technology, have new material in your life that makes your life a lot easier. Really calibrating and optimizing your momentum now. Another intuitive message that I'm feeling for the sign of Taurus, and this is really fascinating. We've kind of been talking around this for a few months now, but it really comes front and center now. You've changed, okay? You've changed, not just you yourself, but the way that people perceive you has changed. And you might be kind of catching on to this really strongly. You might see that people regard you very differently now. People, and it's in a lighter way. You're regarded as a more light person now. When I say light, I'm not so much meaning like dark or light. I'm meaning like in the sense of weight and how much heaviness there is in someone's presence. It's a lot lighter for you now. So even people that you've had conflicts with in the past now regard you in a much lighter way. So I think that you've been forgiven, essentially, or people have karmically walked out of old heavy conflicts with you. So even if you had a relationship from years and years ago that was really heavy, and you can just kind of feel that even though there's separation with this person, even though it's not there anymore, there's still like a connecting point, there's still a flashback, there's still a painful heaviness that exists on the other side of it. That is dissipating by now, and it's been for the last year getting to there, but now it feels that has really come totally full circle, and you are now understanding what forgiveness is. It's easier for you to forgive now. It's easier for you to be forgiven now. It's easier for you to not evoke heaviness in another, to not have a heavy experience with another. So choosing lightness and realizing that is a big part of making this month a little bit easier. You can really not be threatened at all by that Tower, Seven of Cups energy at all. If you can just choose lightness, if you can choose forgiveness as well, if you can choose an easier path. So it's like really easy for you to see what is the easy path and what's the hard path. If you can imagine yourself with 2 or 3 paths in front of you, one path has, so you're like barefoot, one path has like shattered glass all over it, one path has like snakes on it, and then the other path has like really nice padded beautiful grass. Which one are you going to walk down? It's really easy to like perceive it now. There's not a lot of illusion. There's no like broken glass underneath the grass or snakes in the grass type of thing. It's like you can know which path takes you where very easily, and that's a great superpower to have right now. And you do have that, and I want you guys to really admit to yourself that you do know what the best path is now, okay? And that's really how you don't even have a threat or a phase from the Tower energy this month, because it's this very optional Tower energy I'm feeling for you. Congratulations, though, Taurus. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight. True, clear, clarifying, purifying sight of what's in front of you is such a great blessing to have right now, and you have it. Let's talk about your week-to-week Taurus. So in the first week of April, you've got the Eight of Cups rooted down by the Sun. So it feels like Pisces season has lingered a little bit. It has for everyone done that, actually, because we had the Sun move into Aries, and it's applying to Chiron this entire Aries season. So all of us are having a little bit more of a profound Aries season. It's not so youthful feeling, and it hasn't been for the last few years. It's more of a wounded healing process that many of us go through in Aries season, and will be for maybe another 2 or 3 years. So what I'm sensing is that there's something that you've got to walk away from, and you are really, the path is just so clear. That's what I keep hearing for you. The padded easy path is so clear. It's like you can perceive it. You can really see it. So if any of you are having, what would I say, like, second guessing the good aspects of a path in front of you, I would watch out for that. There's a feeling of second guessing. There's a feeling of indecisiveness, inconclusive understanding of something that's fine in front of you. So things really are fine at this point in time, but you do have to walk away from what you've known you've needed to. And I know that that's kind of a stupid feeling to have. Like, I hate that feeling when you know that there's something that you don't need in your life, and yet at the same time you so clearly know what you do need in your life, but you get stuck at that in-between place. Like, that's frustrating. And it feels like that's kind of the energy of the first week. But with the Sun coming in, it's like it just gets clearer and clearer. Also, it denotes health, it denotes well-being, it denotes clarity, healing. So that's a really good mitigating factor to have along with Eight of Cups. Again, there's no hidden secrets regarding the paths in front of you. There's no there's no need to second guess it, okay? Try to get out of that second guessing, and try to get into the Sun as well in the first week. The equinox time of the year is really important for vitamin D absorption into the skin. All the fire seasons are Aries season, Leo season, and Sag season. It's important to see the Sun, and that's just being validated in that first week. So week number 2, you've got the Two of Pentacles reversed rooted down by the Tower. Okay, Taurus, this is where that Chiron Sun energy is really coming out for you guys, and it's coming out for everyone, every sign to some degree this month. So what's happening is it's the decisiveness, okay? It's deciding what to do. It's that executive quality. It's that ability to make a decision and to follow through and to not second guess yourself halfway into an experience. So that to me feels where any chaos in your life is coming from. That should be really physical and tangible in the second week. Like, okay, I decided that I was going to buy that new car, but halfway through signing for it, I backed out. Okay, I decided that I was going to take that vacation there, but I booked the trip, but a few days later I canceled the trip. Stuff like that is coming up for everyone to some degree, like how we second guess ourselves, how we get kind of outside of our paths a little bit and get freaked out. That's going to come up for healing in the second week. And it's going to be really beautiful to see that you don't have to do that anymore, okay? And I will just prepare you guys a little bit in advance for that anything that relates to the second guessing, that relates to not really being able to solidly manifest what you're outputting, like trying to output but then not letting yourself have it, okay? That can bring up a few chaotic, like, real life situations. Like, as we're getting closer to Taurus season, to your time of the year, things get real, things get material, real manifestations happen. So leading up to that time, what you can know if you're getting this reading on the other side of it is do watch out for second guessing. Either don't do it or do it. Try to not get stuck at that in-between point by now. Okay, there were a lot of times during Pisces season where we actually had kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card, I want to say, with stuff like that, like where we could have that in-between moment where we could kind of be all over the place and then realize it and get out, and be fine, and people understood and people cooperated with the sort of flightiness, okay? But cooperation for flightiness dissolves once Taurus season starts, and people actually start to really assert their rules. It's a very rule-oriented time, this Taurus season. It's very much more solid, okay, and like decisions that we make have to be followed through on. So just keep that in mind leading up to that time. The flighty personality type starts to really struggle from this Taurus season on, okay? So we have to really stand firm in our decision making process, and how to have a healthy decision making process. Keep yourself sober, keep yourself sane, keep yourself in tune with like more of the long-term stuff going on in your own life, and go from there. Okay, week number 3, you've got 7 of Cups rooted down by 8 of Wands. Already getting better. You are very compelled by something in the 3rd week. You are very, like, that's when your season starts, and it's beautiful. You get a gift. There's maybe a birthday celebration for some of you in the 3rd week. Maybe you're already getting gifts. Maybe also every year that you have a solar return when the sun goes into your sign. And specifically once it gets to your degree points, that's going to be different for everyone. You will get a more strong energy, an energy deposit with a solar return. So that's coming up for all of you who are Taurus suns to some degree. And it starts out with a new goal. It seems like a lot of you are starting a new goal. Some of you are starting a new dream, a new hobby, a new project. And that's really good. It's really easy for you to bankroll that, for you to organize that, for you to have more than you thought with that. So beautiful stuff. But try to keep yourself in view. It feels like some of you are so focused on the project, so devoted or married to the project or the organization, that you are not really looking at yourself. Like, very easy to have a weight fluctuation without knowing it. Very easy to also maybe have like an autoimmune issue or some type of malpractice or mal habit with your eating or something. Just, and it's not on purpose. It's like you're just so devoted that you've forgotten to eat a meal, or you've forgotten to pay a bill, or you've forgotten to, like, stuff like that can happen. But you're getting so much at the same time. It's like managing it all is the key. So great time for those of you who are super busy to like hire an assistant, or to for those of you who are business owners to start like a new divisions of your company, or for those of you who are artists to really start connecting with other artists and see what they have to say about your work. Like, it's good to get other opinions and to have help, okay? And to have like advising as well for those of you who are students, or even, or anyone can actually really benefit at that time from advising. So help from professional people, or help from people who've done what you've done before, can really get you ahead. So keep that in mind too. Week number 4, you guys have Ace of Swords rooted down by Page of Cups reversed. New idea, brand new idea. And all of a sudden you realize it. All of a sudden, whatever advising you've had, whatever assistance you've had, really gives you that new idea through having that extra time. Try to not get out of touch with your emotional spectrum, though. It does feel like so many of you are just like going a million miles an hour, talking really fast, moving really fast, making decisions really fast, signing up for more than you need really fast. But it's okay. It's okay, because again, we want that material expansion during this Taurus season of 2021. We want that feeling of having progressed, of having acquired, perhaps, of having new ideas backed up by new sensory real life experiences and working in tandem. So that's really fine. But try to keep the emotional thread going. Like, okay, I see that I'm getting better. Okay, I see that I'm maybe not wearing my heart on my sleeve. I see that I'm not really wearing my feelings. People don't know how I feel, and therefore I don't feel that my emotional needs are being met. That's possible. But it's minute. It's small. It's like not nearly as comforting as some of these new ideas that you're having. So anyway, Taurus, what a beautiful, beautiful month of April. Happy birthday to those of you aging up. I'm going to look a little bit more into these new ideas and into staying safe and easy throughout these tower experiences as well in the extended reading on Patreon. You can click the center of your screen now to jump over and get that reading. I also do weekly forecasts, and you can get all the readings early and ad-free through having the one subscription. So definitely check it out. It'll be linked below, and let's jump over and do that now. Taurus, much love. Happy Taurus season. Bye.